Hi there, welcome to another episode of What the Slay is Going On with Politics, where the memes are lit, but the policies not always. I'm Jess.
And I'm Jet. Today, Klaver, Dutch MP, Green Left Sweetheart, and possibly leading your For You page next week.
And the question of the day, is TikTok just a way to vibe with Gen Z, or a sneaky tool of modern propaganda?
Let's start with the basics. Jesse Klaver is not just in the Tweede Kamer, he's also on TikTok, doing what every millennial politician eventually does. Learn Gen Z slang.
Sheesh, sheesh, slay.
Okay, so this isn't exactly political theory, but it is political strategy. Klaver uses humor, trends, and authenticity to build what media scholars might call a parasocial relationship. One-sided, sure, but powerful.
And it works. This stuff is light, funny, and suddenly, BAM! You're watching his climate policy take down right after he says slay. Because yes, at the end of the TikTok, there was more serious message about climate change, nitrogen, and the housing market.
Yes, that's what we go when we get to modern propaganda. It's not all World War II posters anymore. It's related, bit-sized, and backed by algorithms. Jesse Klaver is bridging the gap between himself and younger people by showing his fun side on TikTok, while combining it with a more serious side. But first,
let's talk shipping. Jesse plus Rob. Rob equals Resse. The internet's favorite bromance. It started as a meme. Fans even wrote fan fiction. Wattpad alert.
Klaver responded on TikTok with humor and self-awareness. He said, "At first I didn't even know what shit meant. I was in Canada and someone recognized me and he asked, is the other Dutch guy Rob with you?"
This kind of interaction is gold. It blurs public and private, personal and political. It also lets him nudge the audience into trusting him, even outside of policy.
And the interesting thing is that the ship is something the media did. Jesse himself talks about how crazy it is that some random TikTok users came up with the idea. And then it became such a huge thing. But Jesse also took a smart turn on this by participating himself. He and Rob made a sketch on TikTok where they were flirting in an elevator. Jesse eventually passes a paper to Rob showing a message that engages the rest of fans on TikTok to vote for the European elections for a safe, democratic, united and green Europe, the things the politicians' parties stand for. This shows how the TikTok trend eventually turned into propaganda.
But wait, he's not just here to give us inspiration for fanfiction stories. Let's go to one of his more serious TikToks.
De boodschappen zijn nog nooit zo duur geweest. De huren zijn nog nooit zoveel gestegen als dat nu het geval is. Steeds minder mensen in dit land kunnen rondkomen. 1 op de 3 zegt daar problemen mee te hebben. Nog nooit zijn er zoveel voedselbonnen hebben ze moeten uitdelen, zijn er uitgedeeld door het Rode Kruis. De PVV doet allerlei beloftes, maar jullie leveren niet. Het enige wat jullie kunnen doen is ruzie maken.
Klaver uses TikTok to slam the PVV, rising rent, broken healthcare promises and food vouchers. The tone passionate, direct, angry.
This is information broadcasting, not just content creation. But is it a two-way street?
Klaver does reply to trends, memes and occasionally comments, but most TikToks are still top-down. He posts and we watch.
He reacts more than he engages. Like, he doesn't exactly sit there replying to comments saying, "Slay queen, missed opportunity."
Still, compared to other politicians, he's miles ahead in using interactive features, trending audio, sketches, fan responses.
But at the end of the day, TikTok is still a one-man show with a comment section, not a real democratic debate.
So what have we learned?
TikTok is where propaganda goes Gen Z. Jesse Klaver is funny, self-aware and uses the platform to mix memes with messages.
He nudges more than he debates. And while it's not full two-way engagement, it's a step closer to meeting voters where they are, in bed at 2 a.m, doom scrolling.
Now that's democracy.